everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Joyce and this is my husband, Dakota.
We're going to do a review or a reaction video on the article of RAFFY TULFo and the article criticized for making teacher quit job. So I'm American, so my wife Joyce told me about this article, so I just read upon it. And
it's a viral video now in the Philippines.
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. This is just my opinion, so for everyone else has their own opinion, but for everyone who read the article, it's my opinion is, with a kid getting punished for not bringing his report card in, there's a lot of times when I was a kid that I forgot to bring my report card in, but the teachers offered it as a bonus.
Why?
Instead, like you get extra credit points if you bring your report card in, instead of you get punished out in the hallway. There were times that kids were punished in the hallway for being late or for not showing up to class at all, and the next class they'd be put out in the hallway. Well, anyways, I think it was a little bit of both. The teacher might have went just a tiny bit too, I wouldn't say too far, but like a tiny bit, and also the parents and all the siblings reacting was a little too much. I think that
grandmother,
the grandmother,
and
yeah,
the parents,
yeah. So my opinion is, it's a little both ways. There's two sides of the story.
Yeah.
So I think that yes, the kid could have been punished a different way, and maybe one of those ways would have been points off the next test they took, or just a missing homework assignment. And also on the other side too, I think that this is facing one of where like some kids are getting a little soft in a way, and don't be upset by saying that, because I'm gonna explain what I mean.
Opinion. I mean, we have a different opinion.
Well, I'm gonna explain what I mean by that.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of times that when I went to high school, and I graduated class 2013. So
what's your like when you're going to punish a student here in America? What's the difference here in America and in the Philippines? Is there like a child abuse case whenever the teacher will
No, I don't
punish?
think so. I don't know. I'm not a teacher. I've never heard of a teacher getting child abuse unless it was for like a sexual act or for the teacher hitting the child. I mean, I've never even heard of that either. Not in my school. But yeah, I graduated back in 2013, and I know times have changed and people have changed, I guess. But I think that sending a kid out in the hallway is kind of like public humiliation. Even though that happened back when I was in high school as well. But not for report card stuff.
Yeah.
That was like bonus points for report card, or some teachers going through middle school and high school, they would say it's a homework assignment. So you get your homework done, just like any other homework assignment. If you don't turn it in, then you don't get the points for it. But some teachers will let you turn in late, and get points off, or someone be nice about it.
But for you, I mean, is it effective that you're going to like discipline a student or a kid whenever he or she will do anything bad in school? I mean, it's a little bit.
I think it depends what the punishment is.
Yeah.
I think points off of a homework assignment or a test grade is enough, especially if your parents back home are disciplining you. I remember growing up, I would hate to bring home a bad report card because I knew I'd be grounded when I got home. So I think it all relies up to the parents. I mean, the teacher can do stuff like, if the kid's interrupting class over and over again, then send them to the principal's office. If he's not turning his homework in, then take points off of a homework assignment. I mean, it's simple as that. I think as far as pushing it to like press criminal charges, like that's what the article read, that was a little bit too far, in my opinion. I think it's a little too much. I don't know what article or what law it would be under of criminal case that they wanted to press, but
because
I think it's a little too much.
In that viral video, they wanted for the teacher to give up her profession, being a teacher, because of that that thing. Like,
so I could see that happening, like if something kept happening over and over again and got many complaints, I could see the teacher maybe losing the job. But if it's like over one kid, you know, I mean, I feel bad for the kid too, because I can't be the one to judge him being traumatized or how that a certain life experience affected him.
Mental, like depression, because kids nowadays is different from the kids before, right? Like in 90s.
I mean, I think mental depression, that's a whole different subject, but that's a real thing. Some people kind of blew it off, especially when I was going to high school and before. It was kind of like one of those things that people knew existed, but they kind of swept it underneath the rug in a sense, where they were kind of forgot about it or they would tell people to toughen up. But now it's like even more so. And
what's your reaction for also for the parents of the kid? Like they really wanted for the teacher to give up for her profession.
Yeah,
what is your reaction about it?
I think that the parents, if they have a problem with the teacher, they should go talk to the teacher themselves.
Teacher and then the principal.
You know? And then, their boss, her boss, his boss, whoever the teacher was.
Because the issue is like, they went there in RAFFY TULFO in action. RAFFY TULFO to ask help for the teacher to get rid of her profession. I
think it should be a meeting, you know? Like, I'm not a teacher or anything, but... You know, if you have a boss and they're acting, you know, the workers acting a certain way, then go tell their boss about it. And then, you know, you can talk to the boss of the teachers there, you know, and their boss is the principal. So I think it'd be handled that way. I don't think it needs to be handled in, like, court case. Does that make sense?
Why do you think it's not like...
Because there's a lot of other things. I mean, that kid, if he was traumatized by it, then maybe switching teachers would be a good idea. Or also that teacher could be suspended for the rest of the year with no pay.
Of the year?
Or, I don't know. I'm not a teacher. I don't know.
A month.
But I mean, people were talking about pressing criminal charges against her that followed her the rest of her life and kick her out from being a teacher.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. I mean, if the teacher will have a physical abuse or like...
Okay, that's a different story.
So that's the time that he or she should give up his or her profession.
Oh, definitely,
right?
definitely. Like that's no question about it.
The parents is a little bit like OA because I mean, there's a mistake between the two of them also, but they should just talk first before like going there in that TV show, and then like. That's why it goes viral.
Yeah. I think just people are too quick to bring a law into it. They're like, they want to sue or find a reason. I don't know. Like, if the kid's traumatized, instead of worrying about pressing charges against the teacher, maybe you should be there for the kid, you know? That's just my opinion. Like, maybe you should be there and maybe switch teachers, you know? Every teacher I had, they weren't perfect, but... And there were times when... kids got in trouble and they got sent out in the hallway or they had it sent to the principal's office. I think even more of a traumatizing experience would have been like if they had to break a fight up. I saw one fight happen in school where the police officer came in. You know, I think that's traumatizing. They compared to sitting out in the hallway. I mean, I can see public humiliation being a thing. And I think sitting out in the hallway is a little too much because you're kind of taking away from them learning too. You know, and then they gotta make up the homework. They don't know what the homework's about, and it's like a spiral effect or like snowball effect. I think just realistically, just taking off points off a grade would be enough if the parents were. I don't know how they teach their children, but I mean, like my parents, if I came home with a bad report card or a bad grade on my report card. Then I'll be in pretty deep trouble. And sometimes I was afraid to come back when I did have bad grades. So I think it's up to the parents, a little bit up to the teacher to punish the kid or what is that the right? Yeah, I think that it's okay in a sense, just not too far.
Not
you know,
too
for a
far.
report card.
For them for the kids to be disciplined because I mean the kids nowadays is like they have their, like, they wanted to make their own rules, right? Sometimes like they, cause
It
they
all
know.
depends. It all depends. I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
teenagers
some
gonna be
of them.
teenagers, or kids are gonna be kids. You know.
Yeah. How about your opinion about Raffy Tulfo, who's the one who helped a lot of
Okay.
Filipino people there?
Yeah. Okay. I got this. So, I read the article and I noticed some comments or some that were made on the article that that basically was like just talking bad about him, how he shouldn't have he's not a judge.
Yeah.
But where was that person at when he was doing good? You know, they didn't complain when they wanted, he was doing things that they wanted him to do. But now that it's turned the other way around and they disagree with him.
One mistake.
I mean,
For
a
only
judge is
one
a judge, you know? Like, if he was a legit judge, then, I don't know, he has his own TV show, right?
Yeah, but he have a lot. He helped a lot of Filipino people
Yeah,
there.
and
But
that goes to
only,
show-
in only one mistake.
Yeah, that goes to show
they
one mistake
judge
can
him
ruin it all.
And then
Yeah.
pull him.
Well, I think that goes also into social standards. A lot of people have standards that, you know, some people just you can't please everybody. That's the bottom line, I think. And if you're a people pleaser, you know, go your whole life. Hopefully, you don't get your whole life trying to please people. I hope not. I remember when I was younger, I was kind of a little bit of a people pleaser. I wasn't very happy about it until I kind of became my own person.
A lot of people is criticizing him of what he did.
Yeah, I think he needs to keep doing what he's doing. I mean, if he's helping people, like legit helping people out there, and everyone makes mistakes. I mean, you're not human
Nobody's
if you don't,
perfect.
you know, so.
Nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
Only one mistake, and then they will pull him down. Yeah. Like
with a teacher, it's kind of like they're categorizing him with the teacher and telling them, you know, both like you guys should be like exiled or something, like the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
because of that one mistake.
Get locked up in jail time or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's so hard also to be a teacher. Discipline. Yeah. You're going to discipline a kid. And in one room, there will be like 40 students or like less than of that. And then you're going to handle all of that.
Yeah, I could see it now. Like, teachers in jail and prisoners like, what'd you do your time for? I set a kid out in the hallway. You better not mess with me.
That's maybe they just talk about it.
No, but
like,
seriousness.
Suspend. Maybe the right thing is like if they really wanted to fight for their kid, they should just like maybe suspend for 1 month or a week. That will be good because I mean there's no physical injury.
Yeah.
Or, like something.
I mean I'm all for like I'm all for if something were to happen, like the teacher were to put their hands on a kid, for that teacher getting in trouble or losing a job or going to jail. I mean everyone has to obey by the law, but I don't see a law stating or a special law for teachers in that sense to where you set a kid out in the hallway and they get in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said before, bringing up the law is one thing. I think the teacher it went too far just for a report card, you know? I haven't been in school in a while, so I don't know how things are going now. But yeah, in America, or at least my area in school, I did not get in trouble for turning a report card. It was just like bonus points or a homework assignment, you know?
It's like they have all of, I mean, each of them have a mistake about it.
Yeah.
The three of them. So maybe nowadays it's like people is like very judgmental of the things that, like one bad thing, and then a lot of people will judge you, bring you down, right? So it's like it's so hard to live in this world full of technology.
Happens,
I think so.
Man. That's how it is. This is how it is. You gotta play the game.
Napaka-OA. I mean,
you gotta do your best. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's that's my reaction. That's it.
That's our reaction about that viral video. So
comment if you disagree, and comment in the comment section below if you agree. Either way, comment. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Did I say something too far, or did I? Who agrees with what some of the stuff I said?
Yeah. It's up to
You
you
know?
guys. Comment down below. So we're going to end this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and click the notification bell. Bye.
See you.